You're driving down the highway in a brand new smart car. The navigation's on, the lane assist is doing its thing, music is playing, and honestly, it feels like the future. Then, out of nowhere, the car slams the brakes. Your hands weren't on the pedal. You didn't touch a thing. And suddenly, it hits you. What if somebody else just took control of your car? Sounds crazy, right? But that question, can your smart car be hacked, isn't some far-off sci-fi scenario anymore. It's something people in the auto industry, security researchers, and yes, hackers are already testing. Welcome back to The Next Gear, Auto Insights. This is where we dig into the real stories behind the cars and tech shaping our future. And today, we're talking about one of the scariest but also most fascinating possibilities in modern cars: hacking. So let's set the stage. Modern cars are packed with tech. I'm not just talking about touchscreens or Bluetooth. I'm talking about the fact that under the hood, your car might have 80, 90, even 100 little computers inside it called control units. One handles the engine, another the brakes, another the airbags. Some even adjust your seat. All of them talk to each other constantly. On top of that, most new cars are always connected through cellular data, Wi-Fi, or Bluetooth. Many even update themselves wirelessly, like a smartphone. And as soon as you've got a car that's always connected, well, you've got a car that someone might try to connect to who shouldn't. If that still feels like a stretch, let me give you a famous example. Back in 2015, two security researchers decided to see if they could break into a Jeep Cherokee remotely. And not just in a lab, they did it live, with a journalist driving the car. They managed to blast the air conditioning, mess with the radio, kill the transmission, and eventually shut off the brakes. The driver was helpless. Chrysler had to recall 1.4 million vehicles. One demonstration, and the entire industry was on notice. Tesla has been another big target for researchers. People have found ways to unlock the doors remotely, tamper with displays, and even interfere with braking. The difference is, Tesla is usually fast to respond. They push an update over the air, and boom, the problem's fixed. That's actually one advantage of having an always connected car. But the fact those exploits were possible in the first place shows that no system is bulletproof. Luxury brands aren't immune either. BMW and Mercedes have had vulnerabilities with their keyless entry systems. Thieves didn't need to smash windows or hotwire anything. All they had to do was boost the signal from the key fob sitting in someone's house, and they could drive the car away like they owned it. So how do people actually break into a car like this? There isn't just one way. The infotainment system is one weak spot tits complex. It runs apps, and sometimes those apps aren't secure. Bluetooth and Wi-Fi are another. If your car's constantly searching for connections, someone nearby might try to slip in. Then you've got the telematics system, the thing that handles GPS, emergency calls, and software updates. That's like the central nervous system of a smart car. If that gets compromised, it's game over. Even old school stuff can be a problem. The OBD2 port under your dash, the little socket mechanics used to run diagnostics, can be abused if someone plugs in the wrong device. And then there are supply chain attacks, where hackers slip malicious code into an update before it even reaches the manufacturer. Imagine thousands of cars all receiving that update at once. If someone actually gets in, what can they do? In extreme cases, they could steer, brake, or accelerate the car. They could disable your airbags. They could pull personal data out of the system, like your contacts, your saved addresses, maybe even your garage code. Some experts warn about ransomware for cars. Imagine your car refusing to start until you pay someone. And of course, the ability to track where you are in real time is already powerful enough on its own. Before you throw your keys away, here's the other side of the story. Car makers know this is a real threat. Tesla pays hackers to find vulnerabilities so they can fix them. Most big manufacturers now have cybersecurity divisions. There's even a group where automakers share information about hacks and solutions with each other. So they're not fighting this battle alone. Regulators in the US and Europe are also stepping in, requiring new cars to meet cybersecurity standards before they hit the road. So what does that mean for you right now? Honestly, if you're just an everyday driver, the chance of being hacked today is tiny. Hackers usually go for easier targets like stealing credit cards or breaking into computers. Hacking a car takes expertise, expensive equipment, and a lot of time. Most criminals just don't bother. But the future, that's another story, okay? As cars get more autonomous and connected, the prize becomes bigger, okay? If someone could hack a fleet of self-driving taxis or delivery vans, that's a lot more tempting than one car in your driveway. That's why people in the industry are racing to stay ahead. And while automakers work on their end, there are some simple things you can do, too. Always keep your car updated. Those patches matter. Be careful with aftermarket gadgets, especially cheap ones that plug into your car's diagnostic port. Turn off Wi-Fi or Bluetooth when you're not using them. If you've got a keyless entry system, think about keeping your fob in a little signal blocking pouch at home. And plug your phone into random USB ports in rental cars or public places. You never know what's running on the other side. Looking ahead, I think we'll see car cybersecurity become just as standard as airbags. Some automakers are already building systems that monitor for unusual digital activity in real time, almost like antivirus software. Others are looking at ways to make updates tamper-proof, and governments are only going to tighten the rules. At some point, having cybersecurity built into your car will be as normal as having seatbelts. So, can your smart car be hacked? Yes, it can. It already has happened in real-world tests. But should you panic? Probably not. For now, the risk to the average driver is low. What matters is that we don't ignore the problem. Because as our cars become more like rolling computers, security isn't just about protecting data, it's about protecting lives. That's where I'll leave it. Do you trust your smart car's security? Or do you think automakers still aren't taking it seriously enough? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this breakdown, give it a like, subscribe for more, and share it with someone who drives a connected car. This is the next gear, Auto Insights. Drive safe, stay smart, and I'll catch you in the next one.